Well, in the multi-level inheritance, in the multi-level inheritance, uh, we discussed about this, right? The class C extends B and a class B extends A and a class B extends A. Now, what about the fourth one? Is that possible? Fourth one, class C. So let me do this. Okay. Class C extends A, and next class D, class D extends A. Yes, this is possible. And the fifth one, coming to the fifth one. So what is fifth one? Look at this. So I think the fourth one is also clear. The fourth one is also hierarchical inheritance, also clear, right? Hierarchical inheritance says that class B and class C and class D are the child classes for a parent class called A. So class B extends A, class C extends A, class D extends A, possible. And what about hybrid inheritance? The fifth one is, in a simple terms, you can say the hybrid inheritance is a combination of single and multiple inheritance. See here, I told you multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. So what is possible in Java? Multi-level is possible. What do you mean by multi-level? This is possible. This is called a multi-level inheritance. This is possible in Java, and I already told the example for multi-level inheritance. Class C extends B, okay, and class B extends A. That is possible. That is always. The last and final one is hybrid inheritance. It is telling that single and multiple inheritance, the combination is called hybrid inheritance. So that's why the name called hybrid. Okay, hybrid, because of a single and because of a multiple inheritance combination. That's the name called hybrid inheritance. If it is a multiple, okay, single is possible but multiple is not possible, right? Is one is false, another is true, okay, and is there here, false and sorry, true and false gives the false, right? Because it's a and here, okay. So in hybrid inheritance is also not possible in Java, okay. Yes, you heard it right, but using interfaces you can have a multiples as well as hybrid inheritance in Java. We will discuss more about this hybrid inheritance. Now look at the example for hybrid inheritance here. In the hybrid inheritance, C and sorry, B and C are the child classes for a class A, and here D is a child class for B and C. Okay, now B and C becomes parent classes for a class D, right? And B and C are child classes for parent class A. Now how can I write this? Now look at that right now. So I will write, if these two are, let us look at the first step. If these two are a child classes for class A, how can I write this? Class B extends A. I'll write like this, right? I'll write like this. Class B extends A, class C extends A. Yes or no? According to the diagram. Look at the diagram. Class B extends A, class C extends A. Come on, what about this? Now this is a child for this B is a parent and this C is a parent. Can I write like this? Class D extends B comma C. It is not possible, right? Class D class D extends B comma C. It is not possible, right? That's why hybrid inheritance is failed. So what is failed? Hybrid inheritance is failed in Java, and multiple inheritance is failed in Java. Look at this, because of this, okay, and because of this. So because of hybrid inheritance and because of multiple inheritance, Java won't accept this case 2 and case 5. Okay, so to overcome this, to overcome this drawback, there is a new concept came into existence that is called interface. Look at that right now. Okay, a typical flow diagram would looks like below a hybrid inheritance can be achieved in the Java in the same way as multiple inheritance can be. Okay, using interfaces, see this is important. So hybrid inheritance is also not possible in Java, and the multiple inheritance is also not possible in Java. To overcome that, interface interface concept came into picture. Yes, you heard it right. By using interfaces, you can you can you can have multiple as well as hybrid inheritance in Java. Okay, I told you case 2 and case 5 is not possible. To overcome that, interface came into existence. Okay, using interfaces you can do that. Using interfaces you can do this. Using interface you can do this, and using interface you can do this also even. Okay, so any doubts please? Okay, now let us write a program based on this right now. So I told you multiple inheritance is not possible and hybrid inheritance is not possible, so no need to write any program for that. I'll write an example program at the last. Okay, how it is not possible I will show in the program also. So let us talk about write a program based on multi-level inheritance. Okay, using a multi-level inheritance, look at that. So class C extends A. I need to write a program based on class C extends B and class B extends A. Okay, let us write a program for multi-level inheritance. So I'm writing a program based on multi-level inheritance right now. Look at that. Okay, now this is a diagram. So write a program based on multi-level inheritance. So let's say class, my class name is. So what are the classes we have? We have a class A, class B, and class C. Okay. So let me write my class name is. Let me write my class name is class. Sorry. So how can I write this? This is for class C extends B. So first one I need to write a class A, class B, and class C. So let me write class A. Class A. No, I'm writing a parent class here. Class A is my parent class. Okay, right. Let me write a program based on parent class here. Public. Sorry. So now my audio is okay for you. Hello. Now the audio is okay. No sound. Hello. Is it my? Now it's okay. Okay, perfect. Now look at that. So
Yeah, now okay.
now a class A is my parent class here. So let me say public void. Let me write a method. Public void let's say method A. Okay, perfect. So let me write class A method. I'm writing a class A method. Okay, next let me write, so close the class. So I written one method in a class A, so class A is a parent class. Okay, let me write, so I told you by default inheritance every class is a public class, no need to write a public there. Next, Okay, now class, now look at that class C. Let me see the diagram. Class C extends B. Class C extends B. Okay. Uh, for our convenience, make this as, okay, now okay, look at that. Class B extends, class B extends A. Okay. Open the braces. Public, I'm writing a method, sorry, public wide method B. Perfect. Okay, let me write this out. Okay, class B method it is. Close the brackets and close the class. Close this class also. Next, another class. Class B extends. Now it's okay. Just reverse it. I just reverse it, nothing else. Class B extends A. Okay. Now I'm writing a class C extends B. Okay. I'll write public wide method C. Let's see. Public wide method C. Okay. Okay. So what I'm typing here. So I need to type this, right? Okay. That's C method. Okay. Close the class. Okay. Now, did you understand up to here? Everybody, did you understand up to here? So class A is a parent. Class B is a parent child for class A, B, and C. Okay. Now B extends A. Next, C extends B. Did you understand this, everyone? Did you understand this? Is that clear? Neil, is that clear for you?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Anil.
Yeah, perfect. Now I think everybody is clear here. Now
Yeah.
perfect. Now let me write a public static void, which is the last child here. This is the last one, right? Every time the last child, write the public static void main. Main method should be written at the last child. So C is so I'm going to write main method here. Okay. I'm writing a main method here. Now I'm creating an object. See, listen. Wherever you are writing a main method, which class you are writing a main method, that main methods class write the create the object. Okay, so I'm writing the main method in the class C. So I'm creating an object based on class C. Class C. Okay, x is equal to, let's say x is equal to new class C. Okay, now it is showing that this one is a capital letter and this should be also a capital. Okay, now it's okay. Open closed brackets, open closed bracket, semicolon. Perfect. So I will call x dot whatever the methods you want, you can call x dot, method x, method y, method z, everything I will call you right now. Method a I can call. Okay, next x dot I'll call method b. Okay, I will call x dot, I'll call method c also. Yes, I can call method c also. Okay, now when you are calling a method a, you are calling a, what you are calling, you are calling a grandfather, right? Method A is a grandfather, you know this, right? I already show you the hierarchy here. Grandfather, father, and a child. A is a grandfather, B is a father method. For if I call method A, it belongs to grandfather method. Method B, father method. C, child method. So no need to write about it right now. I think you understand it. So let's go and execute the program. Everything is clear, but why it is throwing an error? So it is throwing an error because I need to save to the class C, because main method is belongs to class C, so save as a C. Refactor child as C here, finish. Okay, did it saved as C? Okay, this is closed, this is open, this is closed here, open, closed, open. Class C extends, everything is perfect. Oh, this is also perfect. So this is also perfect.
If you look at row number 31.
Yeah, yes, x dot method C. Yes, method C is there.
X dot method C, okay.
Yeah, C is there, right? Method dot C is also there. Okay, everything is perfect. So why it is not showing?
Easy, okay.
This is open, this is closed, open,
That C doesn't have
closed.
to be your case, right?
No, it should be there. Okay, now let us save this program. The program is saved as A earlier. So B program. Oh, this is already completed a program. This is a.java. So which program is this one? Let me save as, okay, rename as refactor as C. C is the class name. Finish. The type named C already exists in the package. Okay, it is telling that it is already exists in the package. So instead of that, let me better, you can write this as like this. Okay, grandfather, better, grandfather. Okay, now B is called a father. So sorry, B is a child right now. Let's say father. Extends grandfather. Father is a capital, F is capital, so it's very easy for us. A, B, every time I'm saving with A and B, it is confusing. Even it confuses me also even. So let us say here grandfather. Okay, father extends grandfather, and I'm a kid, so child extends father. Now it's no confusion right now. So I need to save it with a child, right? So I got everything. Copy this, cut it. It's every time nonsense. So create a new class as a child class. Child class. Okay, now it's okay. So okay, public static void, everything is okay right now. XYZ, take it out. Class CX is equal to new class. It's throwing an error. Last one, grandfather, father. Perfect. Child. So I need to write here child, CHILD, child X, child X. Perfect. Now, excellent. Now everything works fine. So let us run the program. Let's go for. Oh my God. Yeah, but sometimes there is a problem with my internet connection. So don't worry about it. Right now, I think everybody hears you, right? Okay. Don't worry. The recorded session is with you, right? Well, so Pondi, is that clear for you? My voice right now? Is that clear? Hello, Pandu. Hello. My voice is clear. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, it's now clear.
Yeah.
Sometimes, hello.
Yeah. No problem. If
Yeah,
sometimes.
hello.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, sometimes only clear and sometimes it's going breaking. Anil.
Because.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can. I think.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now everyone understand this program. So let me run the program once and see. This method should. Okay, Neil, that's okay. But you have a recorded session with you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Class A method. See, this grandfather has a method called method A. It executes a class A method and it prints class B method and it prints a class C method. Let me execute this program once again. So when you execute the program, class A method, class B method, class C method executed. But did you understand the concept of this? Multi-level inheritance is also clear, right? So let us go for the last one. So,
Anil, sorry, can you repeat this one because the way you fixed that error when it was A and B and C?
oh, that one you are talking about. I simply
Yeah.
what I done, just I'm confusing which A, which B, which C here. What I done, I just copy and I opened the new file here and I went for a class and I typed here child and just I copied paste on the next new page. That's it, nothing else.
Okay.
Okay, so every time I'm repeating A, B, and C, right? So that's why it is confusing. So nicely written as a grandfather, starting from my grandfather. So I can inherit my father can inherit from my grandfather property, right? So I am the child right now. I can inherit my father property. Okay. So again I created a child class. Using the child class, I call all the methods from. So I'm a child, so I can inherit my father property and my grandfather property also. So using, if I extend my father, automatically my grandfather also extended, right? Automatically. So x dot method A, method B, method C already called using an object. So that's how it is executed. If you have a doubts, please ask me right now. Any doubts on this program? Everything is clear?
If this multi-level can continue to another one extent also, right? Like
Yes,
if
you
you
can
give
go.
the D
Yeah,
and E also.
yes. Then what you do, here, then you need to do like this. Then you need to write great grandfather, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, like
Yeah,
you have to give something like.
like yeah. Let me tell you this example for you. Let us say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can go like up to Z, up to Z. Z.
Yeah.
So Z extends Y, Y extends U, U extends V, V extends W, like that. It goes like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You can write 26 method. You can inherit 26 times.
Okay.
Yes or no? Why we have a 26 letters in the alphabets, right? Alphabet is only one, not 26 alphabets. Alphabet is only one. Okay, alphabet has 26 letters called A, B, C, D's. Here, people used to take 26 alphabets. That's a wrong way of notation. There are only 26 letters in the one alphabet. Okay, now coming to the point of, you understand this, right? So I can extend multi-level inheritance by so many ways. I mean to say, if it is A, B, C, and it goes, let us say D here, now it is D. So I can write D extends C, and next line I can write C extends B. I can say next line B extends A. Yes or no? Now D is the last child D. So in the D class, you can create an object, and you can save the D class and you need to save as a D class. If you save as a D class, it executes the program nicely. Next, coming for the fourth
I
one.
got it.
Okay, in such a kind of inheritance, please execute the program. Next class you can ask the doubts based on this. Okay, hierarchical inheritance. The next topic is called hierarchical inheritance. So in the hierarchical inheritance, already given example for you here. Class B extends A, class C extends A, class D extends A. Okay, this is possible? Yes, it is possible. Hierarchical inheritance is also possible. What is not possible in Java? Fifth one is not possible in Java, and the second one is not possible in Java. To overcome the second one and fifth one, interface came into picture. Okay, let us complete the fourth one right now. So how can I write the fourth one? So look at that. Class B extends A, class C. Three childs can extend the property of a parent. Yes, it is possible. So let us write that program based on this. Now again, I'll use so let us say A is my grandfather, or you can write A is a father, and B is a child 1, child 2, child 3. Okay, B is my child 1, C is a child 2, D is a child 3. Okay, for our confusion. Okay, don't write A, B, C. Again, it shows error for us. Why? Already there are so many A, B, C, D's are saved. That's what I'm talking about. That. Okay, look at that next one. Save this as a child child, child, child. I'm saving this as a child 3. Now it will take, because if you say child, it's saying that already other one child is existed. Okay, let us do that. Okay,
In Anil, in a hierarchical one, one parent is giving for 3 child, right?
Yes, one parent is giving its legacy to the 3
okay, the 3
childs.
childs can inheritance from the father, but I have one question over here.
Yeah, please ask me that.
There is a proportionate portion? How much can inheritance of the father? Entirely he can
Entirely,
inheritance because of
everything.
3 people. He have some portion, right?
He can inherit everything from the father. Everything. No, some portion has left. Everything. If the father has private methods or private variables, he cannot inherit. Child cannot inherit. If it is in the parent class, if the variables are written as private, I already told you that example also. So
true, yeah,
if it is in the parent class, if there is a methods called private methods or a private variables, the child classes never inherit those parent methods. Because it is private, you cannot inherit it. That is only one thing. Other than if it is not private, if it is not private, if you did not write a private, by default they are protected and public, so you can inherit it automatically. Other than private, everything you can inherit from the parent.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Now let us go for an example of a program based on the hierarchical inheritance. I think hierarchical inheritance is already clear for you. So let us write a class father. Father is the class name. Okay. Now let us say, so let me write okay, I just copied that method, one method. I'm writing one method in the father class. So how many childs we have right now? B, C, D. So B child, I will call as a child 1. C child, let's say child B, child C, child D. I can call that. Okay. So class, let me say this one as, take it out all these things out to avoid the confusion. Okay. Now class child D extends father, public void method B. Okay, let's copy from here, paste here, paste here. Next, class child C extends child B, right? Child B. Perfect. So let me copy this. Perfect. I think, did you understand this? Okay. Oh, sorry. It is also extends from the father only, right?
It's father. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I am thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. So correct. All these three childs. Oh, there is another child called D child, right?
Yeah. We have another child D.
D. Okay. Now child D extends father. Child D extends A means it's a father. You can see this. Child D extends father. So let me write another one. Child D extends father. Perfect. So let me write here. Child D extends father. Okay. Let me write here D method. Perfect. So let me write here D method. For your convenience, let me write capital D here. Okay, everything is clear. Now, which is the last child?
It's
Child D.
D.
Child D, right? So, if it is a last method, D extends. Okay. So, everything is clear with no errors here at all. So, let me write another class. I will call all the classes into another class. Let me say class my class. I create another class. Okay. Public void method method B, or let us say B1 or whatever, B1. It's just a name of the method, that's it. Now in that, let me write sysout. Perfect. Sorry. Class B1 method. Okay. So apart from, I'm not writing any main method from any one of the child class. I'm creating a new class and I'm writing a main method inside that. I will call all this inside this main method. You can do like this also even. Okay. So after this, if you understand the concept, that's enough. You can do whatever you want. So what I'm doing here right now, I'm creating a class. So right now I am creating, see here, look at that. If I want to call this method, look at that from the beginning again. If I want to call this method, I need to create, so sorry, if I want to call this method using a reference variable, I can call. If I want to call this method, I need to create an object. For this method, I need to create an object. For this method, I need to create an object. Okay. So each and every method I need to create. So 3 objects I need to create. What do you mean by 3 objects? Okay. Child B extends father, child C extends father C. All these 3 classes I need to create an objects. Okay, because I create another class, right? So let me create all the 3 classes different. So let me say child B B B is equal to new child. Let me complete this, then you can ask the doubts. Semicolon. Perfect. Oh. So I created for a B class, child B class, one object. Like that I need to create for C also. There are 3 objects I am creating right now. Sorry. Okay. So I need to say C here, C, and I need to say B here, D here. So it is C reference variable for this, and it is a D as a reference variable for this. D as a reference variable. So let me say capital C here. Let me say capital D here. Perfect. Everything is right. So using this object, I can call, using this object, I can call only this method. Okay, only this method. Using this reference variable, using a C reference variable, I'll call a method from child class C only. Using D reference variable, I'll call only child D. Okay, this is called hierarchical inheritance. So B dot, using this, I can call that as method. What is the method? Method B. Okay, I will call method B. Method B. Perfect. Next, C dot method C for a C method C is dot method C. Okay. Next, D dot method D. Next, I call all the methods. Look at that, B, C, D. method A. Okay, let's run the program. So class A method, class B method, class C method. All the methods are clear. So what about the parent class method? So I did not call the parent class method here. So class father. So there is a method called A. I did not call that. So do me a favor. Sorry. I can say, okay. So this is one way. There is another way. Let me show you the another way. Okay, there is another way. I'll call this like this. I'll call as using all the reference variables. Using all the reference variables called. So let me call using all the reference variables b dot b dot. I can call method A. Okay. Using that I can call it. Next, using this reference variable also I can call the father class c dot. I can call method A. Yes, I can call method A. Okay. Next, d dot I can call method A. Yes. All, see, you can call like this or you can call like this also. Yes. So class A method, class B method, class C method. Okay. Let us. What I done here is that using all the reference variables, I can call this way and I also call this way also. So what is the class A method, class B method, class C method? Okay. Now look at the other.
There was a B1 also, right? Sorry to interrupt. Was there a B1 method too?
Yeah, you can call B1 method also. Yes, it is there. Yes, you can call B1 method also. Let us call me B1 method. But for the B1 method, you need to create an object. It's my class. From this, again, you need to create an object for that. So let's say M is equal to new my class. Semicolon. Using that, you can call M dot method B1. Where is the method B1 here? Yes, here. So you can call that also even. Perfect. Class A method, class B method, class C method. Why it is not executing? Look at that. Any problem with the top? Yeah. Class father. Okay. Now let me save this as. Did I save this as child 3? Okay. Let me refactor. I need to save because I am writing a main method. Where I am writing a main method, you need to save that one. I am writing a main method in the my class. So let us save as my class. Then it execute everything. Go to refactor and rename it. Okay, refactor, rename as my class. Perfect. So I saved as my class. So public static void main is in the my class. So run the program. So class A method, class A method, class A method, class B1 method. Why? I'm calling B dot method A. I'm calling B dot C dot method A. D dot method. So let us remove all this also even. Remove that. Remove this and remove this. And now execute the program. Class B method, class C method, class D method, class A method, class A method, class A method, class B1 method. Everything executed, right? This is called hierarchical inheritance. Okay. Now there is a error. It is showing that type father is already defined. Okay. Does not matter. So it is running the program, right? That's perfect. Everything is working fine. Still it is showing the errors here, but it is running, but there is a problem. Let me fix the problem also. Class father, everything is perfect. Father extends, so this is closed, everything is closed. This is closed, this is closed, everything is closed. Everything is closed. Then what is the problem? Anyway, it is running, right? It is running perfectly. Okay, perfect. I think you understand this also. The last one and the final one is hybrid inheritance. In hybrid inheritance, look at the hybrid inheritance here. So these two becomes a child and this becomes a father, and this become a child, and for this child there are two fathers here. B is a father and C is a father. Okay, so look at that. Class B extends A. First one is clear for you. I mean to say class B extends A and class C extends A. But here, coming to here, one child should not have a two fathers. Okay, so this is not possible. So in Java it is not possible. So this is called hybrid inheritance is not possible. Why it is not possible? I can write a program also based on this. So write a program based on that also. So let me create a class. So the last one, I can say simply as this is not possible, and we can go for interface. So I don't want to do that. Let me show you an example to why it is not possible. Okay. So let me, in a simple terms, you can say that hybrid inheritance is a combination of a single and multiple inheritance. Okay. That is a combination he's talking about. So he's telling that to overcome the multiple inheritance, there is a concept called to overcome the multiple inheritance, there is a concept called interface. So directly we can go interface also, or else we can do the explanation of hybrid inheritance. Why hybrid inheritance is not possible in Java? Using a small example, let me show you that. Then you will come to know that why it is not possible. Why hybrid inheritance is not possible in Java. Let me show you that right now. Give me a 1 minute. Okay, so this is not possible in Java. Let me go and explain that right now for you. So let us say, so these things are not at all possible in Java. So let me do for you the using the last one. Let me copy this, and this one only I can use as a next class, and I no need to write again once again. So use class name as hybrid. Perfect. Okay. So take it everything here, copy paste here. I'll show here itself, then you'll understand. Okay. So according to this diagram, let me write a program. So child B extends A, child C extends A. Okay. Child B extends father. Father is A. Let me say father A here. Father is A, and this also father A, and this also father A. I think you understand up to here. This is clear. Child B extends A, child C extends A father. Okay. This is clear for you up to here. Now next one. Now about D. So child D extends father B, father So child extends. So this one shows that child D extends B comma C, right? That is not possible. That's what I want to tell you. So I'll write, so child B child B child B comma child C child C. Okay, see, again it's showing the error here. Look at that error. Okay, take it out that. So is that this is possible, but this, if you put comma and say C here, so this is not at all possible. Okay, let us say up to here. Let me write, take out all these things here out. Okay, child B and child C, which is not possible. So close this from here and go for a main method and see the program. Sorry. Okay, so let me write a program based on that. So open closed. So let me call the D. So this is child, create an object for this. Okay, D is equal to new child. Okay, D dot call that method D. Call the method D. Let me call the method D. Is it possible? Method D. Yes, I can call method D. Okay, let me call D dot A method. D dot A. You can call A method. You can call B method also. D dot method B. Okay, call that method B also. Perfect. So see here, it is showing the error. Okay, let me save as a child D class, because in using a hybrid, I told you so many times, wherever you are writing a main method, you need to save using that name only. So refactor them. Okay, sorry. Perfect. Now let me save that. It's saved nicely. Still it's showing. See, look at that error. Syntax error, tokens, delete these tokens. Okay. Okay. See, it is showing so many errors here because these things are not possible. In a single stretch, you cannot extend using one child class. You cannot inherit two fathers. Okay. So what it is telling, basically it's a father for that, right? B and C are the fathers for D. So that is not possible. That's what is throwing error. You can look at this also even. Syntax, okay. Main method, okay. System.out.println, everything is okay, fine. So any topmost, okay, look at, take it that. Child D extends, comma B, okay, no problem with that. Okay, so for this, it is not even the main method. Even the main method is showing the error here. Okay, what the error it is showing? Multiple markets at this line, syntax error or a token expected after this token, syntax insert e number, all this complete e number, header, everything. Okay, it is telling that public void everything is okay, public main everything is okay, perfect. Let me close with the class is closed. Let me see the class is not closed. So child class D is not closed. Let me close that also. Okay. Every class is closed. Closed. Open. This is closed. Everything is okay. So closed. So child class D. Is there any my class theory point? No. So everything is closed. So perfect. So the child class D. So let any name for child class D. Nothing is there. Child D. Okay. Let me take this out and delete this. Okay. And create a child class D once again and paste there. Child D. Finish. Okay. Paste it here. Take this out. Two packages. Okay. Child D extends. Still it is showing error because the error message says that these two cannot be inherited. I think you understand it. Okay. So anyway, you cannot execute this program also. It shows error because the two things cannot be done with a single stretch. That's what the Java says. So to overcome that, we have a concept called interface. To overcome this, to overcome multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, there is a concept called interface. Now let us talk about interface, and we will write a program based on interface also. Okay, the new concept called interface came into existence. So interface in Java, look at that interface in Java. So what we are going to discuss in interfaces in Java is that, so which are related to our basically which are related to our web drivers, Selenium. We will discuss only those topics. Introduction to interface. I'll explain what is interface, what exactly it used, multiple inheritance example, solid we discussed, why interfaces are needed, Java interface concept, syntax, semantic rules of interfaces, and interface for a shape classes, extending interfaces, abstract classes, interfaces, benefits of interfaces, Java most used interface. All these things we will discuss right now. Look at that's a real scenario. What exactly the interface means. Interface, if anybody says about interface, let me give an example for this. Okay, for a remote and for a TV, look at, in a general, an interface is a device or a system that unrelated entities use to interface. The English language is an interface between two people, yes or no? The language communication is the first interface. A remote control is an interface between you and a television, right? So if I want to watch the television movies and there is a remote control on my hand, this acts like interface between me and a television. Okay, this is a real scenario example what exactly interface. To know about more about interface is something like a mediator between a TV and me. Okay, now look at that. Introduction to interface. Look at this interface concept again in the real life scenario. In a computing, an interface is a shared boundary across which two or more components of a computer system exchange information. The exchange can be between a software, hardware, humans, and a combination of these, right? Okay, in the real scenario. Okay, next, coming into the next one. Introduction to interface. In an object-oriented programming, okay, maybe it's a Java or C# or a Perl or whatever, all the object oriented, we have a concept called interface there. An interface is a common means for unrelated objects to communicate with each other. Okay, so two objects should be communicate. If the two objects like a CPU should communicate with the monitor, there should be a connection between these two. That connection is called interface. Okay, an interface is a way through which unrelated objects used to interact with one another. Using interface, you can specify what a class must do, but not how it does it. It is not a class, but a set of requirements for a classes that implements the interface. Okay, all these things you will really understand by using a simple programs only. Okay, without that, you never understand this. Okay, so I told you the solution of the interface. The when why the interface concept come into picture, because to give the solution for multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, the interface concept come into picture. Really, there are so many questions in Selenium WebDriver. They'll ask you this question. If you are a Java programmer, see, there are people to play with you, right? They'll ask you, can you please tell me why the interface concept came into picture? Then you need to tell that, see, the inheritance has been categorized into 5 types. We know that single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so single inheritance and multi-level inheritance and hierarchical inheritance are possible in Java, but multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance are not possible in Java. To overcome the drawback, to overcome the drawback of that, okay, so interface came into existence. Okay, so I understand, you understand that what exactly the interface can do in the real life scenario. Look at this right now. Let me give an example for interface here. Multiple inheritance example here. So multiple inheritance, what exactly I discussed earlier is that this is the parent class and these two are a child classes, right? So I can write employee extend a person and student extend a person. But here you see teaching assistant extends employee comma student, not possible, right? This is called multiple inheritance. For a teaching assistance, we want the properties from both the employees and student in real life scenario. This is how you can write a program based on this. See, person may be employee, person may be student. Look at that next one. So problems with a multiple inheritance, consider the following declaration. Okay, this is what you name class problem, combination problem, selection problem, replication problem. All these problems you will get. Why interfaces are needed? Multiple inheritance in Java not allowed, cannot extend more than one class at a time. Okay, you cannot extend one class at a time. You can say class A extends B, that's it. You cannot say let us say class D extends A comma B comma C comma D. You cannot tell that. That's a drawback of inheritance. Okay, so multiple inheritance is not possible with that. So using interface you can do that. Using interface you can do that. Okay, you can implement n number of classes if you like. An object may need easier relationship with a many type. I told you easy relationship and as a relationship. Easy relationship is nothing but class B extends A. That line is called easy relationship. That is possible in Java, but so it is showing that an object may need a easy relationship with many types. Okay, many types is not possible in Java. So using interface it is possible. I say class D extends A comma B comma C comma E comma Z comma whatever. It is possible using interface. Okay, now look at this scenario here. So you know that Pranab Mukherjee is our president of India. He will play multiple roles in his real life. He is a citizen of India, he is a politician of India, he is a president of our country, and he is a father of a child. He has a child, right? So one person is playing a multiple roles, same as an interface. I'm giving an example for this interface. One person is playing different roles. Okay, so multiple inheritance in Java is not allowed, cannot extend more than one class at a time. Okay, so he is a class called a class, whatever the class. Okay, say class president class. Okay, he is a president class. He can extend citizen class, he can extend politician, he can extend father, he can extend a president. Okay, now solution for multiple inheritance in Java. Public class person extends citizen. See, what is the syntax of the things is that syntax of the, okay, let me show you this once again. So he is a person, named Pranab Mukherjee. He's a person. This person can act like a president. He is a president of India, father to a child, and he is a politician and he is a citizen. Clear? So same way, now he belongs to a person class. So look at the scenario. Public class person. Person is a Pranam Mukherjee. Extends citizen implements father, comma politician, comma president. You need to write like that. Okay. That is the way of the syntax you will write. I'll show you. Don't worry. One more example. So look at that. Okay. So public class person. So let me show you public class person. So first I'll create a public class person. So public class citizen. Next public interface politician. Next public interface president. Next public interface father. This is the way I can write a program. Any doubts, please? Any doubts? Maybe anybody is confused here about the interface. Hello? Is it audible to everyone?
You're just trying to absorb, absorb what you have told us.
Oh, no problem, no
Yeah.
problem. See, you can,
Yeah, it's
you don't worry, but I created nice PPT to understand this, right? Okay. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. So that's why the basics are very important. No problem. I think some people understand, some people did not. But did you understand inheritance? That's enough. Leave it about interface right now. Everybody understand inheritance concept
Yeah.
of
yeah,
file?
inherently yes.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So interface. Okay, let us talk. That's what I told you about nicely about interfaces. Okay. So I given so many things about here. No need to explain all these things right now. So what is an interface? But you need to understand what is an interface is. Interface is something like a mediator between the two objects. Okay, that's you are clear with that. Now let me write a program based on this. Maybe you'll understand it. Now I am explaining that a person is a class. Okay, let me write a program. Then maybe you'll understand more about it. Okay, let me go again to the program about the interfaces. Don't worry, it takes a time. I know that. I'm telling you, if you know Java, you will learn big data. You will learn all the languages, because Java is only one base language to understand all the languages in the world. If you want to learn C sharp, you'll learn it like that. No difference between Java and a C sharp. Very easy. C sharp is only, you see, maybe I'll show you a difference, how the C sharp and Java makes a difference. If you learn Java, you learn C sharp, you learn Python, you will learn everything, you will learn it. Same syntaxes, but only just 1 or 2% modification, that's it. If you learn Java, you learn C sharp easily, you learn Python easily. You ask anyone, they will tell you. If you know Java concepts, you can learn all the language in the world nicely, easily. Okay, so please concentrate here. Using a Hadoop also, Hadoop never requires Java, but most of the times, if you want a Hadoop developer, you require a Java. Everybody asks you, if you know Java, you learn Hadoop like that. So big data is coming up right now. Okay, now I'm starting a big data class also in future. After 1 month, I am planning to start the big data classes using a Java. Okay, so that time it's very useful for you. Okay, so coming to the point, Java is very easy. Please understand the concept. Whatever we discussed earlier, please recall them. Okay, so let us discuss more about interface here. I know you confuse with some things with the PPTs and all these things. No problem at all. So that's why I will go very slowly. That's what I'm giving recording sessions. Go once again. If you don't understand, again, my attention is to not the complete the class very fast and say, wow, we completed. No, my attention is to, you should gear up. You should observe the things of language of you should feel yourself that I understand Java. Okay, now coming to the point, let me give an example to understand more about this. Okay, so let me give a scenario to understand more about interface. Class, see here, class, let us say class B extends. Now you tell me whether it is possible or not. Leave it about the interface right now. Class B extends class A. Do you agree for this? You know about this, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, now, so I want you to make to understand interface nicely. Look at this next one, number 2. Now tell me this even. Class B extends extends extends. abstract. Oh, you don't know about this abstract. I did not tell you about more about abstract because no need of this abstract in WebDriver. So abstract B, okay, abstract A. Okay, this is also possible. Okay, don't leave it about second line. Okay, I'm talking about abstract classes. Next, I'll say that class B implements class A. See here. So leave it about this line. You will confuse with this line. Abstractions, I did not give an idea about abstractions. So look at this, only two scenarios I want. What is the syntax for the interfaces? See, I told you inheritance as an, if you want to inherit one class to another class, you will use this syntax, class B extends A, right? Now in interface, instead of extends, you will use a keyword called implements. If you see implements, it's a concept of interface. If you see extends, it's a concept of, what is a concept of? It's a concept of
Inheritance, right?
inheritance. Excellent. Class B extends A. If they show you the syntax in a WebDriver, they will ask you class B extends A. Which syntax it is? You tell the interviewer the syntax belongs to inheritance. If they say
Inheritance.
class B implements A, this syntax belongs to interface. Okay, clear? Now these two things are very clear to you. Now let's go for the third point. So interface A extends, let us say B. Okay, every time I'm using B. Okay, extends A. See here. So there is another syntax I have told you. So there are three things I told you right now. These things are, you are very familiar with this thing, and this thing also you are familiar. You understand the difference between these two. If you are, if a class B calling another class in interface, you need to say like implements A. So here what happens, here class B and A means it's a class A, right? Here if you look at that, two classes, here there are two classes. I did not write a class A here, but class A is nothing but A, you can call A or a class A, both one and the same, right? Here if you see please understand these 3 points. If you understand these 3 points, you will understand interface. That's it. So that is the mantra here. That is a boon to understand about it. First one is that in an inheritance concept, the first point, look at the first point. In an inheritance concept, if you want to call two classes, you say class B extends class A or simply A, both are same. If you say A or if you say class A, both are the same. So two classes can be in inheritance concept. If you want to call two classes, you say class B extends class A, okay, or simply A. So in an interface concept, if you call two classes, class B implements class A. That's what you call, or you can call simply A. Okay, this is for the concept of interface, and this is the concept of inheritance. That is two. Is very clear for you. Now, what is the three? So then what happens? In the three concept, if you see a third concept, interface. So this is just 1 minute. Sorry. I need to write like this. Other way around. 1 minute. I need to write other way around. Okay. Maybe it may confuses you. Let me write like this. Class. Now one class and one interface. How you do that? Class B implements interface B. Okay. Next, the fourth one. Let me write a fourth point to avoid a confusion. Interface B extends interface A. Okay. Now look at here. Now these two things are very clear to you. Now let me explain these two things to you. Here two classes, for the two classes you use a keyword called extends. That is for inheritance. Let me write that is for inheritance. Okay. Here for the two classes, if you want to write a keyword in interface, this is you will write implements. Now here one class and one interface. Okay, you will write class B implements interface B. Okay, here one class, here there are two classes. Two classes you will write extends for in inheritance. Here two classes you will write implements for interface. Here one class, one interface. Here two interfaces. Look at the hierarchy. These two are the classes. These two are the classes. Here one class, one interface. Here two interfaces. Okay, that's how you need to write. Okay, so let me write a program based on this, then you'll understand it nicely. Okay, I think please ask me the doubts on these four topics. Any doubts about it? Here there are two classes, that's it. Two classes. Here one class, one interface. Here two interfaces. That's how you need to write. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to ask a question, go ahead.
Overall, I think 3 and 4 still not clear. The voice also was cracking, so if you don't mind repeating the third and fourth point.
Okay, I will tell you. Did you understand these two classes?
Yeah, first two is clear, yes.
Perfect. The third one is that here these two I am talking about two classes, class B, class A, class B, class A. Here one class, one interface. Okay, don't write interface and a class. First you need to write a class. Class implements interface. You just remember it's a syntax. Just remember it's a syntax. That's it. Next, first class. Class can implement the interface. Interface extends the interface. These are just a syntax. Okay, it's a syntax. Please remember it's a syntax. Class B, if there is a class and if there is interface, we need to use a keyword called implements. That is the meaning of this. Okay, if there are two interfaces, use the word extends. That's it. Okay, just it's a syntax, it's a formula, you need to remember it. I think you understand it. So let anything you want to ask?
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, now can I write this, the fourth one? Look at the fourth one. Now if you understand syntax only, you will understand. Let me write fourth one like this also even. Or I can write fourth one as I can write, or I am telling you can write like this also. Okay, how can you write the fourth one? You can write fourth one as interface, all are small letters, interface B extends A. Same, right? Yes or no? It's something like this. I can write class B extends A, or I can write class B extends class A. Both are same. So I can write this, right? Now class, if I say interface B extends A, means that so my class name is an interface. Don't use right now. Don't use right now. Let me write a program, then you'll understand it. But did you understand this meaning of this? Okay. Let me write a program based on that. Then you'll understand more about it. Okay. Now my class name is interface. My class name is interface. Okay. Okay. So what is my class name right now? I cannot say the class name interface. See here, interface. So I am going to come with the new concept called interface here. In interface, let me write an interface name as A is an interface. Type already exists. So let me say interface name as A W. So WERT, some name I want to give you. Let me say interface name is awesome. Okay. So finish. So public interface. Now introducing a new concept called interface here. Look at the interface more about it. Public wide, sorry, wide method A. Okay. Now I need to explain more about this. All the interface methods are abstract methods. You cannot write a body inside that. So what is the purpose of that? Just today I'm just giving a glimpse about interface. If you don't understand, that's really good because it takes some time to understand interface. Interface B, okay, extends a class called awesome class. So interface called awesome interface. Okay, now look at that. Okay, now let me write interface. So let me write public. This program explains you that all the interface methods are abstract methods. That's what I want to understand. Don't understand much about interface today. Just get that idea. Okay, I'm not writing any. See, this is a method created, method A, but I'm not writing any body inside this method, right? So these bodies are called abstract methods. So all the interface methods, this belongs to interface method, right? This also belongs to interface method. All the interface method are abstract methods by default. Next, let me write another interface. Okay. Open the interface. All the interfaces are by default public. So no need to have this. Yes, perfect. Interface B extends. Okay. Next, let me write interface C extends A. Next. Okay. Public wide, let's say method. Here, let me write method B. Okay, let me write here method C. That's it. Method. So what is A here? Nothing A is there here. So A is nothing but awesome. Okay. This is called method C. Again, I told you interface methods are abstract methods. Okay. Let me show you a scenario to understand more about interface here. I created a PPT for you to understand an interface more accurately. But that. Look at this. See, look at this. So now this example you can understand about interface. I'm making to understand more about concepts clearly by the diagrammatical representations so many times. Okay. Now interface in Java. An interface is a set of relative methods which empty bodies. I showed you, right? Empty bodies. Yes or no? Okay. So next, an interface in Java is a. I think everybody right now my voice is audible to everyone. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, no, it's clear.
Yeah, thank you very much. Perfect. So look at the interface right now. Leave it about the interface. So I want you to understand the concept very strong in interface. Interface in Java. An interface is a set of relative methods with the empty bodies. Yes, I have already shown you that, right? So see here. I create an interface. So don't use a class. Now I'm talking about a interface concept. Interface. Every time don't write class awesome, class B, class C. No, I'm talking interface concept, write only interface. Other than class, you need to write interface. Interface, awesome. Interface B, interface C. In the interface, awesome, I created a method. This method I created, but I did not write anything inside this method. Did you observe that? I did not write anything in this empty. Method is empty. These methods are called abstract methods. Okay. So what is the purpose of interface? I'll show you nicely. And this is also an abstract methods. I did not write anything about that. Okay. So nothing I did not write. And again, you see this method. In this method also, I did not write anything, right? Did I write anything? I did not write anything inside this method. So that's what it says. Then what is the purpose of empty body methods? Okay. Let me give an example to understand this. I want to have a shape like this. Okay. So we call molds, right? Molds. When you go for in villages, you will see a bricks, right? Did you know how the bricks are manufactured in the industries? The bricks have a molds right now. Molds are something like mold is nothing but empty space like this. If you put a mud inside that, it gives the shape of that, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Okay, so these are the molds. What is the purpose of mold? See, when you go for different vendors, they will give you different molds. I want uh, a mold like a spherical. Okay, if you put a mud inside them, and you can make the mud in the shape of a spherical, right? They are molds. Clear? So molds here. What is the mold here? So if I create empty methods like this, I can use these empty methods in future. These are called molds. All the empty methods I will reuse them in different, whatever the shape I want, I can make this. Whatever the things I want right here, the code I can write in future. That's what I'm making the empty methods here. First, I will create empty methods using interface. Okay, like empty methods, like empty molds like this. Okay, afterwards, using these empty molds, maybe I can keep ice cream, or maybe I can keep like a cake inside that mold, right? I can keep using this mold. I can keep a cake, or I can keep a ice cream, or I can keep a gems, like a gems, or I can keep whatever I want to keep. I can keep in future. Yes or no? That is the purpose of these empty methods. These are called empty methods. These are examples for empty methods. Or in general scenario, you call molds like this. In this mold, you can keep as ice cream, or you can keep as see, he keep as a different types of cakes, right? Whatever the cherry type cake and vanilla cake, and there are so many types of cakes are there, right? Different cakes using a different molds. So these molds in interface are called methods without body. Methods without a body. These methods I can use in future. Okay, what I want to do, I can do that. Okay, next. See, an interface is a set of relative methods with empty bodies. Yes, you understand it. These are the empty bodies. You understand it. Next, an interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve an abstraction and multiple inheritance in Java. What is an abstraction? I did not told you, but you know that to overcome the multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, the interface come into picture. That's you are clear with that. Okay. With interface methods, these are the interface methods. Interface method used by implementing classes. Yes, that's how I am going to implement in the classes. This diagram is very clear to you. Next, there are so many things I want to write. So is that clear for you up to here? Now, is that clear up to this particular point? Why I'm doing interface here right now? Okay, but you don't
The
have an idea.
abstraction part.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anil, the abstraction part wasn't very clear, but I
Okay.
guess later, whenever you get time, you can very quickly delve on that as well, the abstraction part.
Okay.
But okay, you can proceed right now.
Perfect. So let me go for the next one. Just 1 minute. So that is how you need to create it. Let me go for the next one. So interface E extends, awesome. Okay, let me say next class D. Not class, yeah, you can say class D. Okay, class D. I'm writing now. I'm writing a class. class D implements. So I told you class, I cannot write like this, right? Class D extends B comma C. I cannot write like this, correct? That's why inheritance came into existence. So I can write like this. Using an inheritance concept, I can write like this. Implements B comma C. Yes, I can write like this. Next. So multiple inheritance is not possible. That's why the interface concept came into picture, right? So implements B comma C. So I'll write public wide, let's say method A. Okay. Let me write public wide method B. Okay. This method is also okay. So in the method A, let me write a body for method A. Perfect. So what I will write on the hi, I'll write hi, I'm an interface. Okay, let me write a method body for this. Mm. Okay. Hi, I am a class. Next, let me write another method. Okay. Let me say this is C method. Method C. And let me say this method is D method. Method D. Okay. Let me say hi, I'm a inheritance. Okay, up to here is okay. Perfect. So class D implements B comma C. I done that. Next, let me write a main method here. Main. Sorry. Okay. Perfect. So where I'm writing a main method, I'm writing a main method in class D. Let me save this class D. Rename as class D. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let me create a object for this. Object for the class D, right? Class D. D is equal to new class D. D dot method A. Okay. Next, D dot method B. Let me write method B here. Next, D dot method C. Where is the method C? Okay, method C. Okay, now it is showing so many errors here. Look at the first one again. So let me start from the first one nicely. So interface, I written as interface D, make it as A, first one. Make this as A interface. Okay. So method A for interface is clear. So make this as semicolon. All the methods in the interface makes as semicolon. Very important. That is clear. So I did not write anything about the body inside this. So take it over that. Now this is clear. Open closed is clear for me. Next I need to write interface B. I need to write interface B extends A. So let us say A. Okay. Now this is method B. Perfect. I think you understand. I think I did not write anything here. It means it's an empty. So make it a semicolon here. Did you remember that anytime did I keep a semicolon for the method? No, right? No. Only for interfaces, only for the methods I am keeping a semicolon. Please understand this. Anytime you see this, anytime, any method did I keep a semicolon here? No, no semicolons. Only interface methods have the semicolons. Okay. Oh, sorry. Put the semicolon there and close and open. Perfect. Now the two lines does not showing anything. So come to this here. So B extends A is clear for you. Method B is clear for you. Interface C extends A. Now I need to write that. Okay. Interface C extends A. And for interface, yes, you need to keep that. Okay. Open interface. Method C. Put the semicolon there. Perfect. That is clear up to here. Okay. In this method, 1 minute, just in this method. Okay. So look at that. Take it out this. Take it out that. Perfect. Now, yes, perfect. Up to here is clear. So take it out this. Now let me explain you here right now. Now look at that. So let me explain this. Interface A, open the interface and close the interface. You need to write a method here. Okay, this method is this method by default has this body. Okay, did you see that I did not write like this? Observe that. Did I write a body for the here? If I did not write anything, think that it's there is a body here. So next you see next interface here. Interface B extends A. This is going to extend here. Starting of an interface, closing of an interface. In an interface, methods does not have a body at all. Okay, next. Interface C extends A. Interface starts, interface ends, and there is a method called method C in interface. This does not have a body. Okay, that's why I kept the semicolon here. Now class D implements B comma C. So class open. Okay. Now class open, public void, okay, closed. But here I am not keeping any semicolon. Understand that, because it is inside the class. For interfaces, remember the thing. For interfaces, interface open, interface closed. For interface methods, does not have a body. Okay, they're all molds. I told you there are all molds like this. Okay, that PPT is not there. Okay, so class D implements B comma C. Okay, up to here is clear. Class open. Where is the class closed here? It should be closed here only. Okay, class is closed. Public void method A. In the method A, okay, declared like this. Perfect. Method A closed. Why written this? Take it out. So method B open closed. Okay, closed. Perfect. Everything works fine. There is no error at all. So let me run the program. A JNI error has occurred. Please check your installations and try again. Okay, I got it. The error is Main incorporate. Okay, perfect. Look at that. So let me take this out. What is our class name? D, right? Okay, remember that. Cut it out. Take it this. Perfect. So let me create a class called class D here. Finish. So take out this, copy there, take out this package. Now it will work. Perfect. It works nice. So let me run the program. Again, a JN error has occurred. Please check your installations and try again. There is some installation problem, I think. Interface B extends A. It's perfect. Okay, so look at this program right now. I think you understand this, right? Now what it should be going to print here, d dot method a. Where is d dot method a? I created object for this class. So d dot method a. So what is going to print? Hi, I am interface. Next, for d dot method b, it is going to print hi, I'm a class. And d dot method c, it is going to print hi, I am interface. These three it's going to print, right? So I think you understand the interface concept. I will again repeat this interface concept for next week. We will understand more about the interface concept on the next week right now. Okay, so